Hey guys, Joe Castillo here with Climb Life. So a really common question I get asked is like how to know which shoe to get when there is like hundreds of possibilities. So if you're just starting out climbing, I would recommend like a beginner shoes. And with choosing a shoe, there's a lot of things that go into it. Like no shoe is gonna fit perfectly for each person, so it's very hard to give like a recommendation. One of the best ways of being able to choose a climbing shoe is to actually go down to the store and like try it on personally. Like you can't buy it online because every size is different, and sometimes the heels don't fit you proper, or some are wider here and some are skinnier. So like the fit per shoe really depends on the person, not so much the brand, but I'll just give you some of my biggest tips. So yeah, so I'll focus more on the beginners. When you're first starting off, we'll talk about what you kind of don't want. This is like a very advanced shoe. It's very downturn, very rough, hard. It's a great shoe, but it's more for like advanced climbing. So if you're just kind of starting off, you want to avoid, not necessarily avoid stiff rubber, but something that's very downturn, very aggressive. It's going to be really painful on your feet. You should only be in it for maybe like 5 to 20 minutes most, versus like a general shoe like one of these guys, where this is more comfortable. It's a little bit soft, not so downturned, kind of flatter. So yeah, I recommend, like, if you're just kind of starting off, this is kind of my all-around go-to basic shoe. It's flat, so it's not really hurting my toe. I can wear it for like 2 hours or more. So yeah, it fits my foot really good, but like I said, it might not fit your foot, so it just really depends on you. And this is like the Adidas 510, pretty good. So the Anasasis. So, yep. These are also another good one, the Evolve. So if you're just starting off, it's kind of more softer. And there's different type of rubbers. So there's more like a stiff rubber. Like this, I would say, is more stiffer, the Vittora. Great shoe, not saying anything bad about it, but starting off, like, you wouldn't want to go with one of these or this one. And you can kind of tell, like, see the heel arch? This is like more of a advanced shoe. You can just kind of definitely tell from the angle, you know, and then the toe. But with these stiffer shoes, these are really good if you're standing on like a very, very small crystallized edge. And I kind of like the stiff, but if you're kind of like maybe climbing like red rocks where the rock isn't as like crystally and as precise, it's kind of has a little bit more give. I kind of prefer the soft shoes, and that kind of like, that's why I kind of prefer these. So yeah, let me start going back into it. So these are Sportivas. This is really great. This is the TC Pro. This is my favorite crack shoe. It's great because you have like ankle protections up here. As if you look here, you can actually tell the difference. See how there's like ankle protection, while here there's none. And this is actually the shoe that Alex Honnold free soloed the nose. I highly recommend this. It's great for cracks. It is not a gym shoe, so if you plan on climbing the gym a lot, I wouldn't recommend this one. But this is really good for Yosemite. I would say it's like a must-have for Yosemite. Any sort of crack climbing, I would highly recommend this. It's stiff, it's very good on slab all around. It's a really good shoe. It's by far my favorite shoe for crack. Tommy Cadwell came up with it. He's one of my inspirations, one of the best climbers in the world. So yeah, this is really good. This shoe is pretty expensive, but I wouldn't wear this like in the gym at all. This is only for crack or going outside. So if you plan on climbing more outside and less in the gym, this is a really good shoe to start off with, and you'll be really happy. It's like top of the line, and it's pretty comfortable compared to like one of these guys, where this is like aggressive, very keen. I like this more for like bouldering or really hard sport climbing. So kind of different. You wouldn't really want to use this for hardcore sport climb. I mean, you can, but it just kind of depends on the climb. So yeah. But like I said, if you're just starting off, you probably want to go with something that's like kind of basic. If you plan on doing gym and outdoors, I would kind of start with like one of these guys where it's you know, kind of more softer, easier. You can keep your feet in them for like 2 hours, you know, versus one of these guys where it's like really aggressive. I would say after about 3 to 6 months of climbing, then you definitely want to get these, because you can really do, like, you can really climb actually a lot harder. And it also depends on the rock. That's really key. But the main thing is you gotta really be willing to try on different shoes. Like I've tried on a bunch. Like I've tried on these as my aggressive. I love them. They're super good. I've tried on these. And you know, it really just depends. Like this one fits my foot pretty good. So it just kind of depends. Not all of them would fit perfectly, and that's where you kind of have to try it on. Same with these guys. I really like this. This is super stiff, and when I was climbing in Colorado, it helped me out a bunch. So like I said, don't be afraid to maybe like buy 1 or 2 pairs and give it a shot. You know, a lot of like REI, you can even go there and like try on the shoes, and then if you just hate it, just try a different one, you know. But I would recommend, this is kind of more like an intermediate. I've never actually tried this one, but I know a lot of people like it. But this is my basic shoe that I go to. This is kind of my crack shoe that I go to. So yeah. And like I said, you know, try on a bunch, choose one that you like, start with a good beginner. If you want to go off of my recommendation, this is like the one that I wear a lot. So yeah, I really hope this helped you guys. And like I said, just try on a bunch, see which one fits your foot, because what fits me might not fit you guys. So yeah, hope this is helpful and hope you have a great day.